Hi everyone, here we will learn about phonetic sounds. The first is the place of articulation. Bilabial sounds are a type of consonant sound that is produced using both lips. Bilabial has three sounds. Ep. The example is pet. Eb. The example is bat. M. The example is mop. Labiodental refers to a consonant speech sound produced when the bottom lip touches the upper teeth. Fe. The example is foot. V. Vest. A dental consonant is a consonant articulated with the tongue against the upper teeth, such as /theta //eth/. The. The example is thick and bathe in. De. Example is the and rather. Alveolar consonants are consonant sounds that are produced with the tongue close to or touching the ridge behind the teeth on the roof of the mouth. Te. The example is tab and rat. De. The example is dip and bad. Ne. The example is no and man. Le. The example is look and fully. Re. The example is run. Se. The example is suit and bus. She. The example is zit and jazz. Postalveolar or postalveolar consonants are consonants articulated with the tongue near or touching the back of the alveolar ridge. Sa. The example is shop and brash. Se. The example is vision and measure. Che. The example is chick and match. The example is jam and bench. Retroflex, in phonetics, a consonant sound produced with the tip of the tongue curled back toward the hard palate. Palatal sounds are those articulated with the middle or back part of the tongue raised against the hard palate. Yehe. The example is yes and by you. Velar consonants are a type of consonant sound produced by obstructing the airflow in the vocal tract with the back of the tongue against the soft part of the roof of the mouth, known as the velum. Ke. The example is kite and back. Ge. The example is good and bug. Nje. The example is going and uncle. Uvular is a consonant sound that is made by the back of the tongue touching the uvular. Glottal means of or produced by a place of articulation located in a part of the throat called the glottis. The example is high in Bahamas. The next is fricative consonant. Fricative consonants are produced by narrowing the flow of air that comes out of the mouth, but not completely stopping it as with a stop consonant. Labiodental fricative, the constricted vocal tract results in obstructed airflow. When the airflow is not blocked completely, and articulators are held together close. This allows air to flow turbulently through a small space. The sound products due to this kind of turbulence are called fricatives. Fe. The example is fun in first. Voix. The example is van. Dental made with the tongue pushing up against the top front teeth. Te. The example is think. De. The example is this. Alveolar breathe out and let air escape your mouth. This should create a hissing sound. Se. The example is saw. Je. The example is zen. Postalveolar directing a stream of air along the furrow at the back of the tongue to the place of articulation, concentrating it on the sharp edge of the tooth, which is nearly clenched at that point. Che. The example is she. Je. The example is casual. The next is plosive or stop consonant. Bilabial is flow of air out of the body is interrupted by closing the lips together. Ep. The example is pen. Eb. The example is boy. Te and de are alveolar, so the tongue is pressed against the alveolar ridge. The example is top and do. Ke and je are velar. The back of the tongue is pressed against an intermediate area between the hard and the soft palate. The example is cat and go. The next is nasal consonant. Press your lips together and breathe out through your nose. Produced with the tongue close to or touching the ridge behind the teeth on the roof of the mouth. N. The sounds is me, ne, nje. The example is mode, neck, and song. Next is trill sounds. Pronounced with the back part of the tongue against the soft palate, also known as the velum, which is the back part of the roof of the mouth. Produced by directing air over the articulator so that it vibrates. R. The example is room and brother. Next is lateral sounds. Produced with a midline obstruction by raising the tip of the tongue against the roof of the mouth. L. The example is law. The next is approximant consonant sounds. Approximant consonant sounds are made by bringing two articulators close together without them touching as sound leaves the body. Velar, back of tongue raises to velum but not too close. And lips are rounded. it is articulated with the middle of the tongue approximating closely to the palate, and it is, consequently, referred to as a palatal approximant or palatal frictionless continuant. The sounds is we, re, nye. The example is wall, room, and yellow. The next is monophthongs and diphthongs vowels. A monophthong is a vowel sound pronounced as a single, unchanging sound, without any significant change in quality or length. The word monophthong comes from the Greek mono, which means one, and phthong, which means tone or sound. So monophthong means one sound or single sound. Monophthongs are sometimes called pure vowels. A monophthong is a pure vowel sound that has a single auditory occurrence. Long monophthongs are vowels with long pronunciation. There are 5 long vowels: a, as in calm, as in cool, e, as in leap, e as in turn, u, as in all. Short monophthongs are vowels with a short sound, which means that they are not extended sounds. Compare the vowel sound in eat and sit, for example. The first is long and the second is short. There are 7 short vowels: I as in sit, upsilon, as in boot, e, as in bed, schwa, as in letter, a ligature, as in rat, turned v as in bus, turned alpha, as in pot. A diphthong is a vowel that contains 2 different vowel sounds in one syllable. The word diphthong comprises di, which means 2 in Greek, and phthong, which means sound. Therefore, diphthong means 2 sounds. Diphthongs are gliding vowels, created when a speaker glides from one vowel sound, glides into another. On the other hand, diphthongs contain 2 vowel sounds in one syllable and are sometimes called gliding vowels, as the pronunciation of one vowel sound glides to another. They are a, as in late or gate, e, as in dear or fear, a, as in fair or care, as in sure or cure, u, as in globe or show, oi, as in join or coin, I, as in time or rhyme, o, as in cow or how. They are a, as in day, pay, say, lay, I, as in sky, buy, cry, tie, oi, as in boy, toy, koi or the first syllable of soya, e, as in beer, peer, here, e, as in bear, pear, and hair, as in tour, pour the first syllable of tourist, u, as in no, so, or phone, o, as in all the words of how now brown cow.